My name is Gina Elia. I'm a Ph.D. candidate at the University of Pennsylvania in the United States. I was a 2016 and 2017 Fulbright research student grantee, and my affiliation here in Taipei is Academia Sinica. My specialization is in modern Chinese literature. So this year I conducted dissertation research at Taipei Archives, and specifically what I am arguing is that there was a particular way of conceptualizing of modernity in early 20th century Chinese literature, which I call religious literary modernity, and that authors who wrote this kind of literature were conceiving of religious belief as necessary to a truly modern society, and that was a distinctive formulation of the concept of modernity in early 20th century Chinese literature. Like, of authors who write this kind of literature, well, for instance, there's Su Dishan, who was active in the Republican era of China from 1912 to 1949, and he writes a lot of literature in which characters don't become fulfilled or happy until they actually become religious believers. So these are characters who have modern traits. They're independent, they're forward-thinking, they're progressive, many of them are independent women, but they're unhappy until they find religion. And it's actually this belief in religion that ends up making them feel sort of fulfilled and like they can contribute to society. So that's the kind of conceptualization of modernity that these authors are writing about, one in which characters are modern, but they're also believers in traditional religion, which is something that is frequently not associated with modernity. I think that the answer to this question has a lot to do with the importance of humanistic research in general to society. And so what does humanistic research do? Why is it important? Well, what we're doing essentially is we're broadening knowledge about historical narratives. We're broadening knowledge, and we're increasing the pool of facts that people know about history and about what's happened in the world. And so the more facts that we accumulate, the more knowledge that we have, the better equipped we are to think critically about arguments and claims that are presented to us. And so I actually think fundamentally that humanities research almost has a political sort of purpose, in that it becomes, the more research we do, the better and better equipped society is to resist sort of oversimplistic or completely false claims that demagogue types or tyrant types or any sort of person who wants power can make. They can resist that by turning to facts, by turning to knowledge. And so our research increases that pool of knowledge. So I would think any taxpayer who wants to maintain the democratic, open-minded, and critical sort of approach, any sort of taxpayer who wants to maintain that kind of a society should be happy to fund humanistic research. The whole purpose of my research is building knowledge, so my research itself has fulfilled that mission, I think, of Fulbright. The Taiwanese-US cultural exchange, I've made a lot of friendships of Taiwanese people since being here, so I've gained a lot of insight about Taiwan and Taiwanese culture. I hope they feel the same way about American culture, and so I definitely feel like I've met that mission, and that also goes towards the idea of me being here symbolizing US-Taiwan friendly relations. I think that is overall what my most memorable moment will be, with those social experiences of all the people I met here.